Alright, so what's good, y'all? I usually did not even want to hold on, let me full screen this bitch. So I usually didn't even want to make a video on this or really anything. Like it's nothing crazy, but it's something completely just damn. No way this nigga be talking, bro. If I tried to you know I tried to put like a VTuber model for this so you could see my reaction and stuff. Because in the Magic community you have to be anonymous, but I was like, nah, I'm good. I think this picture of Fern just looking so done will, if it will fit my reaction anyway, because that's most of my reaction on the freaking video anyway. Because like a nigga that sells Mugen characters, like Torneo, the dude that made this video, is making a video called "Why Did Mugen Die?" And lately, it's been raising a lot of discussion within the Mugen community. So I thought, why not I be the first to react to it? Because I remember when this first got uploaded within SkyVesta, the SkyVesta Discord, I was like, no motherfucking way, a nigga that sells Mugen characters makes something like this. Now, I will not lie to you, I did watch half of this, but the rest I did not watch. So this is really a full blown reaction. Well, I can't say reaction, but like a vocal reaction on this. Think of this more of somebody just watching something and they're gonna say their opinion, whatever, because that's the way it is. Like even before this video, I was like, no way this nigga even did all this, bro. No way this nigga even did all this. Whatever. People were making valid points, and I too wanted to join in, but in video format because it's ridiculous. I personally think Mugen ain't dead, and I'm gonna tell you how. This is gonna be a rant, reaction, reply, whatever the fuck it is. I know I don't make any sense. I know I'm not making any sense, but overall, to sum this up, this is just me replying and overall reacting to this. Okay, and if I sound a little, a little harsh, it's because this is the same nigga that's selling Mugen characters. Yes, the same nigga that literally sells Mugen characters. Mugen, a free 2D game fighting engine. He is taking assets that are for free, putting them together into a character and selling them. I don't know what's wrong with getting a job. I don't know what's wrong with starting a business, doing a side hustle, or a different side hustle at least, but this nigga really did that. So, and then next, I might react to the careful is which one's better, careful Mugen or Win Mugen, because at the end of the day, Mugen is Mugen. Doesn't matter if it's King of Fighters or Street Fighter, but whatever. Ignore the fucking extension shit. I cannot get rid of that for the life of me. No way, actually, I think I could get rid of that. Hold on. Let me pause this for a second. Let me pause this. Okay, now we back. Remove that shit. As you can tell, this will be a raw video, a raw reaction. No skips, no edits, no nothing. Y'all gonna. There was a skip, but that's because that's for the extensions and shit, and we don't really care for that. That's the only skip there will be. So this is gonna be raw. Just pure, raw, everything, okay? I don't want to hear nothing. If y'all want to leave y'all feedback and everything in the comments, you are definitely free to do so. This is my first, I guess, raw reaction, reply, rant video, whatever, towards this. So don't expect this to be perfect. I'm so used to just doing much and shit, as you can tell. So yeah, let's get on with this shit. And like I said, any critique is welcome. Y'all free to even get on this nigga. I don't care, but not like that though. Still. This is a ground where it's nothing but critique, nothing but feedback. Let's just get on with you.
This is Mugen, a completely free
Notice how he said completely free, but he's selling free shit. Let me just stop. Let me just go. It's not forgotten. Okay? It's not forgotten. Alright? Everyone their mama know what Mugen is at this point. Ew. Bruh, he capped it already. I didn't get this far. Bro, he capped. Hold on, let me put the volume up. Let me put the volume up on this bull, bro. Let me put the volume up on this bull. This nigga is capping already. This is what I'm talking about already. Nobody promotes it seriously. What about just Mugen? What about, you know, King of Fire's Mugen? What about that? Is that not being promoted? I just saw someone like months ago promote my Two Horror Project Mugen, and there's even a website uploading all my Mugens. Girl, do you see why I put the image there though? I don't think I even need the VTuber no more. Like, that's my actual reaction at this point, for real. I know y'all getting tired of me pausing the video, but what this nigga been saying is ridiculous. Nobody, like, bro, there's Google, there's YouTube, bro. Come on, man. CHGPT. That's already your first problem. Is using Chat GPT. That's your problem. Already. Y'all see, like, see, I'm a Mugen creator, and if you're a Mugen creator too, you won't see why, like, my reaction is justified, bro, for real. Oh, brother. Jesus. Mind you, most of that shit gonna be cap. Hold on, I'm myself crack up. Let me Mugen's not dead. That's all I'm gonna say. And after he's done, I'm gonna give my big ass full blown reasoning. What? Are you serious? How come I'm doing it then? Come on, man. Let's be better than this. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, bro? I personally think there's nothing wrong with that. Dead ass. After all, that's how Mugen got big as it did. Everything, like, I'm gonna say a little bit on this one, and then I'm gonna keep it going. If you were there from the golden Mugen days, where people like, everything was considered a rare character, everything had to be in multiple links and everything, people were begging to have a full Mugen game. Now we're in a time where people don't have to go through that anymore because Mugen is so good, it's so great, it's amazing. is so amazing because deadass, we're no longer in those days where people are like, oh, if you want a rare character, DM me, bro. That's how they really was operating. They really was operating like that. They really was like, um, they really was like, oh, this is a rare Mugen character. I made this shit. I made this shit. Oh, you can't get it. You gotta DM me. You gotta exchange. Like that's how they really was for real. And then people would just showcase their rosters of all these characters, rare, old, all that other shit. And then people in the comments were like, "Oh my god, I want a link. I want a link for that whole, please, bro. I need a link." Like people were begging, bro. I used to be one of those niggas. I really was. I was like a child, like maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, was asking, bro, can I have one of these? Please release these, bro. Like, please. Like, I think if you go on a few popular immersion videos from freaking 7 years ago, you probably might see my comment in there for real, bro. I'm not kidding with you, bro. Like now, luckily we're not in a time like that anymore. Because we're not in a time like that anymore, and because of also, I'm not going to spread it because of amazing authors like Nomi and shit. Mugen is lit. Like there's nothing wrong with pre-made Mugens, and you know why I like pre-made Mugens the most? It's because then I could do XYZ because the entire roster is here, or XYZ team XYZ. I think you can go to my channel and see that. I'm using my favorite characters against the entire rosters. Arcade mode is easier and stuff. Like, come on, man.
Your own empty screen pack and downloading the characters to fill it is a pretty boring task, honestly.
Not really, but that's just me. But at the same time, I feel like in general, that's not really the majority of Mugen people. I feel like the majority of Mugen people do that. Like there was literally a thread on Anderson Kenya One, that website. I'm pretty sure I know that website. Where there was a thread by somebody named Cority something something. It's complicated. Where they made a post called "What's y'all Mugen rosters? What's y'all personal Mugen rosters and stuff?" Like people are still doing it. I even see it in Skyvesta. I even see it in other Mugen discords. People are still doing it. It's not boring. The majority of people are doing it. It's that very small some that don't want to do it.
I mean, think about how every little space you see there is a character that you have to download one by one and put there. Dude, I have better things to do, don't bother me. And not only is it boring in itself, but each character, like each one, has their own category. Imagine a guy who downloads K97 and then finds this Archimon guy, downloads it and finds this type of battle. Clearly the person is going.
That's on them. And I'm going to explain how that's on them before somebody says something. If you are new to Mugen and you get a screen pack and you download one normal character and one cheap character, that's because you ain't did your research. Like YouTube for free, Google for free, all that for free. You could search up how strong this character is, how strong that character is, and there'll be YouTube videos of people showcasing that character. Come on, man. Like, even when I was young, I knew that. I remember searching up on YouTube like years ago how strong God Orchie was. Deadass, I was searching that up because cause I remember I was in arcade mode and my bitch I was losing to that nigga, but I didn't get mad. I was like, hold on. I didn't know nigga was that strong. Excuse me. I didn't know nigga was that strong, so I searched him up, and that nigga was. Either way, you get my point.
Going to think this is complete crap. I'm going to go to hell. Not to mention that assuming he downloads a bunch of characters
No offense, you're already in the trenches if you're selling free Mugen characters, but you know, and just I digress. I digress.
of the same level. There's also the issue of life. Newbies don't know that when you download a character you have to modify the life files such as attack and defense so that they adapt to your own Mugen configurations.
Bet I could make a video on that, on how people could do it. Like let's not be dumb here.
For example, I give my characters life. All of them have 4,000 health, 100 attack and 200 defense. These are the characteristics that I give each character after downloading them. Well, newbies, in addition to having to create their own screen pack, have to reconfigure the characters well.
You know what's crazy? If you're new to Mugen, you don't have to create your own screen pack. Just start off with a Mugen you like. That's how I got into Mugen. I was playing fucking Naruto V's and Dragon Ball Z, them old ass Naruto Mugens. They're like you don't gotta do all that. I think as you get older, or if you're interested, you could do that. Like you could just search up videos and take the time to do it. It's all up to the person. The eye of the beholder is into Mugen. Like let's be for real.
And, on top of that, there's still the factor of Mugen versions, since some characters only work in 1.1, 1.0, 0 in when Mugen or in Ikemen. It can even happen that sometimes they don't even work properly. That also really scares people who might be really excited to download.
I mean, this I doubt heavily because when I got into Mugen, they show you the version on the video. Like if you see something if you don't see that little blue line on the bottom that says beta or Mugen 1.0 RGB or Mugen 1.0, Mugen 1.10 beta 1 something, they let you know what version that is. Like every Mugen screen pack lets you know, hey ho, this is 1.0. So get characters for 1.0. Or hey nigga, this is Mugen, this is beta 004 something something. That's when Mugen. Google is available. Google never died out. Bitch, back then we had Ask Jeeves. Ah, I bet I took y'all back with that one. I bet I took y'all old heads back with that. I'm no bit. I'm an old head too. I'm an old head too. I'm a relic or whatever. But Ask Jeeves, before we had Google, we had to Ask Jeeves. Nigga, it was like a Google search engine right there. That was their own version of Google back then. But they updated to Google. Google never died. Google is still here. You could search up everything. Everything. If you have questions about Mugen, Google. What version of Mugen is the best? Google. YouTube also acts like a search engine too for niggas who are visual learners. Like there's no excuses anymore. This statement is just not it. For real, it's not it.
I don't know. Kurawala on their Mugen mat and realize that it doesn't work and they have no idea how to fix that error and
I made a video on how you could fix errors like that, so this is why I say Google is important because if you search up on Google right now how to fix or replace non-working missing characters, you're gonna see my video pop up, and I'm gonna link that in the description.
basically that's where their interest dies. It's a lot of
That's on
information for
them.
a newbie. It's a lot to retain. Olivia
Not really. It's not really a lot to retain. It just takes time. But then again, it depends on the individual, okay?
person, instead of learning all this crap, would rather go to hell. Why, man, it's not like they would gain anything by coming to this community. But anyway, the main reason would be that new people don't have a way to guide themselves and introduce themselves to the world of Mugen.
They do. Let's not, this is just filled with cap. Google, man. And then there's Mugen forms too. There's Mugen forms. There's Google and Mugen forms. AK1 is a Mugen form. Mugen Free for All is a Mugen form. You could introduce yourself. I did that. I introduced myself on there. Even though I already had a good knowledge on Mugen, I still introduced myself on there. I introduced myself on Mugen Free for All. I introduced myself on Anderson Kenya. There's even Mugen Discords. You just say hi. You just come in and say hi. If you need help, they're gonna help you. Like we are in a completely different time in Mugen. I'm dead serious. We are in a completely different time in Mugen, bro. We not in the old days anymore. In the old days, yeah, you would probably struggle a little bit, but there was Google back then too.
It's simply so tedious that they prefer to leave. They don't prefer to immerse themselves too much in the world, and that's what keeps it from becoming so popular. The second reason for Mugen's death. Like Mugen, it's obviously about character creation. There can't be characters if there are no authors, and so if we have the first problem, which is that people come and learn everything that Mugen entails, which is already very difficult because not many people do it, we have the other problem, which is that people stay here. And it's not necessarily a problem that a random person doesn't stay here. The problem starts when it's an author who creates cool content for the entire community. They're the ones who leave here. It's very typical for highly recognized authors, whose characters we all love, whose characters everyone likes and such, to make the decision to leave, because Mugen.
I I'm a bit in between on this statement because he's sorta not wrong. If we're talking about the good, morally good authors like Nomi Mujin, Noxie, and a few others that I just can't come up in my mind right now, then yeah, it's pretty sad that they go. But if we're talking about folks like you who's selling Mugen characters, yes, I'm gonna keep bringing that up. Then I don't think we need you around because you know Mugen's for free, but you're selling, you're selling characters that are free. I'm gonna let that sink in for everybody who's watching. You selling Mugen characters that's for free. If you go on this dude's Patreon, which I will not be plugging because he don't deserve. He already this video already has 7K views, and he already has 3,000 subscribers. He is good. I don't need to plug anything. I will plug the original video because I'm not a like despite how much I don't like this dude's way of thinking and operating in Mugen, in the Mugen community. There's a lot of people that don't like him. I'm still gonna plug his video because credit is credit. Dude, this is not my video at the end of the day. Okay, this is not my video. I'm just reacting to it. Probably should have said that in the beginning, but I think y'all should already know this is not my video. I don't sound like this and I ain't Spanish. So, yeah, I mean, I know a little bit of Spanish because half my family is from Puerto Rico. I'm Haitian, so I'll leave that up to you.
Mugen is purely a hobby. You don't earn anything from Mugen. It's a hobby, but sooner or later the time comes for you to work or go to school, and
Now this one funny. This one funny. You actually, depending on what you do, you actually do earn a lot from Mugen. Like I've done Mugen roster since 2008, 2019, I think. People loved it. So if you're a good person, you're actually a good person, have good morals, make content in Mugen that's not always there, and do something new in Mugen nobody has done, you will get respected a lot. You'll get praised a lot, people. And if you just do good onto others like you want to yourself, and you know, you're just overall like to help people, and you like when you want people and you want better for your community, and you do this and that for your community, you do gain a lot from Mugen. I gain a lot of love from you guys, my subscribers. Y'all the reason why I'm here. You know, like soon, like y'all the reason why like I achieved the impossible. You know, like I make a Mugen of this size, this caliber, this, that. So because of that, I'm in the part of my life now where I want to archive everything for y'all. And for y'all and probably y'all future kids, y'all nieces, y'all nephews, y'all aunties, y'all uncles, y'all unks and whatever, I don't know. For y'all. So because of that, that's why I want to do better for the community. That's why that's why I do what I do. you know. So you can gain a lot from Mugen. That's what Nomi does. Nomi gains a lot of love. Everybody missing Nomi right now. Nomi Mugen is on a break right now. Because so much shit was happening. I'm not going to go into detail because that's some drama and personal shit going on. But Homie is on a break, but he's still loved. So you can gain a lot from us. You can even gain money organically, you know? And not from selling free characters, but hey, you know what I mean, Oos.
And basically, you throw all the crap away and go make your own life. You're not going to spend all your
I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. If you knew, that's fine. If you was already a subscriber, that's fine too. I work my dream job right now. I work 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. and I still make time for muching. So this is invalid cuz some people I know me got a job too. I think Noxie has a job. So people I know that are somewhat big in the Mudging community, they got jobs and they still make time for Mudging. I make time for Mudging on my break, on my lunch break, whenever I feel like it, and after work. So this is invalid. But if you're those people that really did stop doing much and shit because they stopped working and they go to school, that's fine. I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying this statement is not entirely, you know, true as he's stating it like it is. Like he sound like he really for it. Like he really confident everybody's doing that. Not really.
life creating characters for Mugen. I went through that. I disappeared from Mugen for many years. I just came back because I felt like making videos, but it's a stage that all
Making videos and selling characters for a free 2D game fighting engine. What world we live in, bro?
authors go through, and many leave and don't come back like me. They just stay on with their lives and move on to another. And there's nothing that basically forces authors to stay and continue creating edits, because in the long run it ends up being a waste of your life to spend so much time making edits.
Not really. People still make edits to this day. Now, for me, I'm not speaking for everybody. For me, I make screen pack edits. I was like, let me expand my horizons from the whole Mugen collection, Mugen roster shit, and do screen packs and stuff. Let me edit some screen packs. Then I'm gonna modify some. Then I'm gonna eventually make it to where I can make my own. That's what I did, and I still was working. I still was working for months. I was working. So I don't know. This is, and you could tell from my statement already. This is how much it just ain't dead. Like, there's a lot of people that still fucks with this shit, and a lot of people getting into much and through just and everything. Like, come on now. Let's be realistic. Let's be for real.
Because making a good edit takes up too much time and there's no benefit in it. And it's more likely that when you waste time of your life doing that, your old lady will come to you and say, dude, grab the shovel because I'm useless here. And well, dude, you have to grab the shovel and dedicate yourself to something. Obviously, it's not going to stay alive forever. Since
It is gonna stay. Okay. So if Mudge is not gonna stay alive forever, then why we here? Why how I exist then? Come on. I want you like I'm gonna actually I am going to read something from my Discord by the end of this video. I'm gonna read half of it right now. That I'm gonna send y'all the I'm gonna tell y'all the rest by the end of this video, cause it's gonna make a lot of sense on why this whole video is lame. Wrong messenger. Some of the statements are cap. Invalid as hell. Don't make any sense. Mugen is not dying, okay? I'm gonna say one thing right now. Like, I'm gonna say this. This is what the person said. Their name is 400 Red Clown. He's talking about authors and stuff, so I'm gonna mention this. It's a cycle said by this nigga. Fucking great authors have moved on and great authors took their place. It's like anything that lasts. Players, members, anything of it will be replaced. You can't live on the love of art. I'm surprised he didn't say, but you can live on the love of money. Now take that as you will, but that's a better statement than what this man has said. Cause it's true. Everything changed over time and it's still here. Mugen is still here. Why else you still selling Mugen characters, dude? Mugen ain't dead. People still buying your shit just so they could leak it later on. Because Mugen is for free. For free, ho. It's for free, ho.
It's kept alive by people who only do things for the love of art, and you can't live on the love of art. So it's very common for
You see what I'm talking about, bro? You can live on it. I'm gonna get a big ass example. I'm gonna say a big, 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 big example. Let's mention your favorite artist, right? I don't know who your favorite artist is. For me, it's BTS, TXT, Lisa FM, whatever. Okay. For y'all, it's probably Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. I actually like Megan, but so much shit's going on, so can't mention her. Let's just say your favorite musician in general. Most musicians, they don't only do the shit they do for the money, but for the art. That a big example is BTS. They love doing shit for the art. They never release shit half-assed. That's something you gotta at least give them credit for. You don't like their fans, that's fine. But BTS, bro, you know they put in work. They put in work. They put shit in the love of the art. The love for the art. Most musicians literally do that shit. And they literally live for the love of the art, because why else they getting bread from it too? They getting love from the fans. So this nigga's statement is invalid. This is why I put the image of Fern looking like that, because that's literally my face right now, the majority of the video.
highly recognized authors to reach a point where they say, dude, I have to go work, see you later, and they leave without a trace, and it's quite normal, honestly.
I leave without a trace too, and I come back and release a community post or announcement or a video.
And quite understandable. But it's a shame, honestly, because there are so many talented people who, well, since it's just a hobby, it doesn't make sense, honestly, to stay and make edits forever. And that's what prevents it from becoming popular.
Nigga. 7K views, but this man ain't getting enough dislikes for my liking, bro.
Since it gradually dies as important authors leave. And that would be point 2 in summary, which could be the reason. I swear ChatGPT told me.
He going, bro. He going off of Chat GPT. That's the fucking problem. Chat GPT just will spit out whatever. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all a little truth about Chat GPT. Chat GPT goes off of anything you say to it. If you think Mugen is ass, it's gonna think Mugen is ass too. If you think Mugen is dying, it's gonna think Mugen is dying too. That's how Chat GPT is. You keep going off of that, and that shit not even accurate most of the time, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not telling people to stop using it as a tool, whatever, because that's how it's supposed to be. ChatGPT supposed to be used as a tool, but it's not supposed to be used for shit like this. Okay, it's supposed to be used to help you. Okay, at the same time, if you say shit like this and use it for shit like this, it's gonna just say shit to satisfy you, bro. ChatGPT learns from us. If you have the mindset and you give it that mindset, it's gonna act like that. If you don't believe me, just be like for example, don't you think Cody Rhodes is a great person? And then ChatGPT's like, yeah, I think Cody Rhodes is a lit ass nigga. He does this. And then watch, if you say, but if you say something like, oh, I think, who can I use? I think Randy fucking sucks. ChatGPT gonna say, yeah, you right, ho. You right, that nigga do suck, bro. He don't do all this, bro. Or you say something like, but you say something like, well, CM Punk is great though, he's better, and then it's gonna give you a list of how he better. Like, come on, man. Like, did we not realize that by now? Like, and by the way, those are examples. I love Cody, I love Randy, I love Punk. Those are just examples. They're my babies. I love them.
The third reason for Mugen's death. The community is very, very divided.
I can't disagree with that. I cannot actually. But let's hear what he got to say, because so far it's been invalid and his statements are not true. Let's hear what he got to say.
There are too many sectors and too many small groups and subgroups in all of Mugen. It's impossible to unify the community. It's not possible to bring everyone together in a single place. It's like they have to be separate and each one does their own thing, right?
He's not too wrong on that, because I ain't gonna lie to you. The Muslim community is not great. It's not in a good place right now. People are divided. There's a cheapy community, then there's a balanced community, which is sort of ironic because even back then Mugen wasn't balanced. It was sort of like there was crazy characters back then too, which would be sort of funny. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They unify to create a single, huge community where we all upload videos with 10,000 views, where we all support each other, we all support the same author, everything is divided. And not only is it extremely divided, but there are even extreme cases in which one group attacks another.
Okay, he's not wrong on that one. Okay, this is the only thing he got accurate because I actually have seen stupid shit. I'm gonna list it too. I already seen stupid shit in Mudge communities, like somebody beefing, somebody making punching bag characters of this nigga. That happened to me personally. I didn't do nothing to no motherfucking body, but some Japanese nigga named Dark Donald Solo as whatever out of nowhere. He's like Raka Donald doesn't like me because I'm like, who the fuck are you, bro? I remember I was so scared the first time it happened because I was in my. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really not gonna lie, y'all. I was in my own Mugen bubble. I was in my own little Mugen bubble. I didn't know about. All I was focusing on was the one Discord, my own Discord, and the stuff I was making my subscribers. I did not expand beyond that. I did not expand any motherfucking further. Okay? And I'm gonna get into that. So I didn't expand any further. So when suddenly a nigga mentioned me, and it wasn't even for a good reason. It wasn't even Mugen Games. Because Mugen Games back then, he used to mention me a lot. He mentioned me, and he used to say, like, Mugen Games just used to just re-upload my Mugen on their channel and other websites. I was like, okay, that's lit, thank you, because they used to mention me too. But it was this nigga, Donald Solo, ass was like, Waka that doesn't like Mikazuki. He made like 2, 3 punching bag videos on me. I remember poor old McPoro. I think that's when I first met him. He was defending me. I was like, thank you. That shit was a whole mess, and it was stupid as fuck because I didn't do shit to anybody. I eventually went army mode on that bitch. I was like, okay, you gonna mess with an army nigga? I know it sound cringe, but I wasn't playing. I took screenshots of this nigga's videos. What he said to me, what he was doing, these community posts he did on me. I put them all in one Imager album, took my ass to my Discord, mentioned it in SkyVesta and said, this bitch is fucking harassing me. I don't know why the fuck he making a punching bag character on me, and it feels like a threat at that time. You cannot blame me for my reaction. I don't know who this is. I deadass don't know who this is. I don't know who that is. And they just mentioned me with this punching bag character shit, saying, "Oh, Wacko down doesn't like me." Was like, "Who the fuck is you, bro?" I told him to take that shit down. What is wrong? Like, when I first saw that shit, I was trying to reason with this nigga. I was like, "Dude, what did I do? Can you please take this down if you want to talk to me about something?" I was thinking I did something wrong and I didn't know what I fucking did. I made a video on this shit thinking I did something wrong. I was like, Mugen community, if you could tell me what happened, like, y'all could go search that up right now on my channel. It is still up. And you could see at that time, I was scared, upset, frustrated, everything. Of course, as you can tell, I did eventually get over it. And I just took it as, because I'm getting bigger, of course, I'm going to have that one hater. That's what I was taught by BTS. If you don't have any haters, you doing something wrong. But not in this nigga's case, not in Torino's case. He's doing a lot wrong because everybody hates him because he's selling free Mugen characters. I know I mentioned that so many times, but hey, it's true. Ever since then, if you guys are curious, it's not on his channel anymore, but you guys can still find the Imager album. And you guys are still free to report that man, cause he's doing it to other people too. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you see what I'm talking about? That's some dumb shit, ain't it? That's sadly what be happening much, cause he's not wrong. Then I see Mystery, author that be beefing with this nigga, and then there is so much unnecessary, stupid ass, lame ass drama, and it be caused by niggas that be acting like little kids. I've seen it all, and I think if you're in my Mugen Discord, you can go in the discussions channel, scroll up, and see there's a document, there's a whole document on Mugen creators that are just problematic as shit. Like, and they be beefing and doing stuff with people. Like, it's sad. All of because at the end of the day, let's wake up. This is all over a free 2D game fighting engine. Niggas is acting like this. Ridiculous.
Either because of the type of chars, because of the things they do, or for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. The issue is that they are divided and have no intention whatsoever of unifying to create a single community. And those
He's actually not wrong on this one. Cause there is times for me, well, in my experience lately, I have, hyped up other Mugen creators, give them all the other props. So there was a time where I really was so you know that Fire Massacre person I mentioned, right? Me and him, we did argue at one time, and we did not like each other at one point, but eventually, this is why I sort of he's right, but I sort of disagree with the no unity part, because for me, I get along with most people in the Mugging community. I try to help people. I try, I let people know what's up and everything, cause that's what we need the most right now. The world is so ass. So me trying to be a good Samaritan, I try to help people. I do stuff for people. I try to do my favorite. If you go to Scott Vesta right now, somebody ask, is Mikazuki even a real nigga? Like, is she for real? They gonna vouch me. They gonna say, yeah, she literally did this, and stuff. Cause more than ever, we need unity. Like, that Queen Latifah song, bro. UITY, like, bro, that's what we need, bro. And there is unity sometimes, but I can't say majority of the time because, like I said, there was one nigga that used to talk to me and the second nigga, but the first nigga, Dark Donald solo ass, whatever the fuck his name is, that nigga, he just stopped bothering me, and I got that nigga blocked from my channel. But I can't say he's not still bothering people. Fire Massacre, me and him, we Gucci. In fact, when I got Execution 2.0, he was the second person I gave that character to, and he added a patch for it because Execution 2.0 was fucking ass. He was ass. Okay, I think you already know a story about that character being leaked already. So if you don't, yeah, you should go check it out. I'm not gonna say in this one because this is more of a critique on this one.
those who are not in groups even stay in the shadows watching some video or watching some drama that is happening. but without making an appearance, as I am sure there are several of you
I'm
right now
dead.
watching this video. Son of a, comment something. And this is very easy to exemplify. You, the person who is watching this video, if I show you this char, to me it is a beautiful char, honestly. It is a very good char that has been put into the work for a long
I like how he calls it char and not character. I know char is character for sure, but I just say, even though I say char for sure, like, it's still character to me. I just say, I know I say character for short, but you know what I mean.
time. It is beautiful, but I am sure that someone right now who is watching this video, if I show them this char and they think it's a piece of, full of lights, you don't understand a damn thing, that char. Why do you
Jesus.
fill it with so many lights if you can't see anything? Someone in the audience right now is thinking that about this chart. If I
Not really. I actually want that character now. But, you know, not because he's glazing the character, because the character actually looks cool. So, not because he's glazing it, but because I genuinely think it looks
show
cool.
this other char, those who don't know it are probably thinking, what the hell is that? There's not even a battle in that. What's going
There's no battle because this character working behind the scenes, deleting and fucking up the opponent's character's files. Like, search up this character. The name of this character is by M.U.G.E.N. It's called Infinite Soul Abyss, I think. I think that's the one. But you'll see it on their channel.
on? That char. Why is something moving weird and text appearing after a flash? What's
Because it's talking about all the exploits.
going on there? Quote, well, to me this char is also beautiful. I'm not going to give many details because in the future I want to dedicate an entire video just to this char. If I
That's very interesting. And I'm going to tell you why that's interesting. Believe it or not, I don't know if this going to stir some shit. But if you in Sky Vesta, you know what I'm talking about. I know I keep mentioning this server, but that's because, newsflash, that's Nomi's Discord server. He not in it anymore because he's taking a break, but still. That's Nomi's Discord server. Believe it or not, Nomi does not like Torneo Mugen. So if this dude even dedicates a whole video on Nomi's character as Infinite Soul Abyss, Nomi not gonna give a shit. So I'm not saying he should not do it. Like, go ahead, give my nigga more exposure. But at the end of the day, I don't like you. Nomi doesn't like you. Nox doesn't like you. Everyone else in the Budget Creek doesn't like you because you're selling characters and you lame. You lame, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go any further beyond that because I don't want this video to get taken down for hate. Cause there's no hate. It's just harsh critique. That's all I'm gonna say.
show this battle, I also think it's a very good battle and that these are two good chars also created by two good authors. But someone in the audience is thinking that this battle is already very boring. It's very old-fashioned, too old
Not really. That's how two ninjas fight, bro. Wait, is Strider a ninja? He has to be, right? Come on, like.
fashioned and that they prefer something faster, something more aggressive, because this is the same as
Sadly, I used to. You know what's crazy? Sometimes I used to be like those people when I was young. That's what got me into Mugen, like the fast-paced fights, the crazy shit all over the place. Because why you think that is? I have ADHD, bro. I have ADHD. Sometimes when shit be getting crazy, I'm like, let's fucking go. Like, that's what it is like with WB. That's also why I got into WB. WB crazy all over the place, bro. BTS also chaotic and crazy and funny. And their music get me going like. But I think if he's talking about the people with short attention span, then yeah, I see why he would think that this would be boring to them. Cause I personally think it's funny. I personally don't think it's boring. I do think it needs to be a little bit more fast paced, but it's still fine. It's a realistic fight, honestly.
playing an official game. That's not what you
He
play in
doing
inventory.
special.
You play an official game. And if I now show you these chars that are the evolution of the Koof, which are now much more aggressive, give more hits with more original and
Damn.
more aggressive hypers. Someone out there is saying that they ruined COF, that it's no longer good, that it's too abusive, too much chip and so on constantly. No
COF. I thought it was KOF. What? That COF is ruined. Really now. Okay.
matter what I show you, someone isn't going to like it and is going to discriminate against it simply because it doesn't suit their tastes.
Well, yeah, that's life. That's called life. That's called the internet. Not everybody's gonna like everything, bro.
Which is fine. I don't think you should consume something you don't like. If you don't like
Mhm.
exaggerated chars and only like normal ones, perfect, you can consume them. If you don't like normal ones and prefer insta-kill chars, that's also fine. And if you don't
The way I prefer both.
like either insta-kills or normal ones and you like ultra voices, that's also fine. But I do think it's wrong to belittle others. I mean, you can value the work of authors no matter what kind of char they make, because they're talented, whether it's the one who sprites normal chars, the one who codes nulls in Mugen.
That was Nomi's character right there, which is officially lost, but Mystery 107. Mystery 107 kept that shit alive. I think we can still get it.
The one who programs ultra voices in Koth Mugen, or the one who creates the most aggressive, fast, and swift combos of the Charles Koth M. All talented authors, let's be clear, talented ones, deserve their recognition no matter what kind of char they make, because they
Yes, talented and morally good, morally authors, not authors that take characters, make lit characters, and then say, "Yup, I'm selling them."
all put in the effort to create something, and although you're not obligated to go and consume a char that you don't like, I think a comment like, I don't like this kind of char, but honestly I have to admit that the author did a great job. It's
That's lit.
something that could liven things up a lot and could help the authors feel more loved.
That's already happening though. Like in Skyvesta, authors like know me, even me, even though I'm not a character author. Noxy, Cyber64, which I ain't gonna talk about him too much. Authors do get their praise in that server. Like they get their praise, they get hyped up. They always be told, "Don't be too hard on yourself." There's positivity all around. It depends on where you get it. Okay. I remember I was hyping up and even complimenting somebody's character that was treating every match like a bloodline match. Which, if you don't know what that character is, I will link in the description. Their name is Sustina Soul. Like it was one character, but it had many cheapies in there. Like one cheapie with many cheapies in there, and it was sending all them niggas out like it was a Bloodlines rules match. And if you watch WWE to this extent, then you know what I'm talking about.
I clearly don't think it's possible to unify the Mugen community because there are many differences in both thoughts and tastes among everyone. But I do want to say how great it would be if we were unified, right? If all the communities were to unify to always support each other and support all the authors and all the content creators, think about what kind of community we would be. I mean, it would be great if we were all together and be a big community, but no.
That's probably the only positive thing he said in this whole 10-minute video. That's the only positive thing he said. The only thing he said that was truthful and for real. That's nuts.
Mugen is unfortunately diversified, and there are so many sectors that hate each other for stupid reasons that it's impossible to create a single community. Immense, worthy of the popularity that Mugen deserves. Because Mugen
I have an idea. Just do something that will get the community together for a little bit. That's what I did when I released Execution, bro. For that day, everybody in the Skyvesta server and everybody that was like, everybody on AK1, not everybody, but most people were like, "Oh my god!" Like that got people together for like a day when I released that shit. Come on, it can happen. It just depends on how it could be done. All I know is it can happen.
is a place with a lot of potential, but people don't take advantage of that potential, and it's a
I think they do, but that's just me.
total shame that Mugen doesn't grow. I think it's a detail that nobody thinks about, and I would like the people of Mugen to consider it. How beautiful it would be if we were all unified in a single community. And
I feel like even if they is like there is unity. Like I've seen authors get together, like two, three authors get together and make characters and stuff. So I don't know, man.
what is your opinion after hearing these reasons? Or can you think of any other reason why Mugen is dead? The truth is I'm all ears. I'm willing to listen to any opinion
No, you're not, bro. But okay.
you have on the matter, and I'm open to
How I know after I do this video, this shit won't get taken down. I mean, I'm just doing commentary on it, and even though that picture on the bottom is me most of the time, uh, during this entire video, like I said, I was doing some pretty harsh criticism, but it was for a reason. He said he all ears, but I think he stand firm on his statement, bro. He really think Mugen dying, bro. Why else? Okay, let me tell you something. Why else people make videos like this? Okay, he really firm on it for real, cause he asked Chat GPT. That's nuts. Oh my god.
Any type of debate from a respectful perspective on how to improve the community or at least
The only way the community that okay, that's all he could have said too, and he didn't have to name the title like this. He gave okay. You want a respective approach since we're nearing the end of the video anyway, and I have to say what I gotta say. How about you don't make a video like this, okay? Most of the time, Mudgeon ain't even dead. It's getting popular. The only issue was the community because community got too much going on. But at the end of the day, isn't that every community? Even armies don't get along with each other. Even the IWC, yes, the internet wrestling community barely even get along with each other. But at the same time, it's not like there's no such thing as there's no unity. There is unity. But still, that's like every fandom, because yes, Mugen does have a fandom. Is it small? Yes, but it's getting very, very big over time.
why the community is dying. I'll leave you with these three reasons. You choose
All the reasons lame except for the third one a little bit.
if you want any. Choose if it convinces you, or also tell me if you think the three reasons are complete crap. I'll put up with it too. All opinions are appreciated, people. Thank you
Let's hope this video don't get taken down, bro.
very much for watching the video until the end. I am Tornillo Mugen and I'm screwed.
Okay, so now, yeah, we know who you are. Anyways, so now that we reached the point of the video, I am now gonna say my whole thoughts on it. Y'all already heard half of what I said, whatever, throughout the video. I'm gonna say my whole thoughts on it. And I'm gonna quote what this person said because this is true. Okay? This is from $400 Red Clown Execution, blah blah blah. He a real one, and he summed up his thoughts on the video very well, and that is the first reason is absolutely R worded. There are not enough. I said R word even though I think I said it before. I don't know. There are enough tutorials if you look deep enough. There's enough full games if you really don't want to download. There's communities who can guide you if you really want to avoid the disparity between cheap and balance. It is freaking rich coming from. I said freaking, man, fucking rich coming from. I'm not monetized anyway. From coming from a guy who expects to be paid for teaching you how to maybe code a freaking helper. Man thinks he's a savant but refuses to lead the charge. Just complains endlessly and is oh so convenient he made this video a day or two after his precious execution was leaked. This got me giggling, I ain't gonna lie. It's some tea, ain't they some tea for y'all? I'm neutral on the whole private versus public debacle and honestly can get exhausting for me to hear it, but for fuck's sake, man, imagine you want to charge for effects you could get from your local orchid edit and you wanted Katara to adopt the same stance, give me a break and I completely understand what he is saying. He is completely right, especially on the first paragraph. And that actually sums up, now that actually is relating to what I feel and my thoughts on this entire video. This whole video just not it, bro. One, you already got a bad reputation. Everybody don't even like you because you're selling free characters. And I mentioned it so many times in the video because it's fact and it's bothersome. Secondly, Mugen just not dead, bro. Third, Mugen is not dead. How about that, okay? Mugen is not dead for the sole reason that there is still a community, okay? There is still a community. Even dead shit have a community right now. There is still a community about Mugen, okay? Mugen never died. New people come, old people go, old people come back, new people stay around, they do. That's what it is for WWE. There was new fans. Cause you have fans from the Attitude Era, the fans from the Ruthless Aggression Era. That's like with everything. Even with BTS, you got fans from when they first debuted, the Wings era, the Love Yourself era, the fucking home, like not the home era, the Map of the Soul era. Like same with anime. Come on, man. Mugen is just not dead. That's my true thoughts on it. This video was just not it. Okay, that's my thoughts right there. This video was not it. This video actually somewhat sort of ruined my day a little bit. Cause we going around saying something is dead when it's not. That's like going around saying BTS dead, ho. BTS dead. No, they still here. They just got back from the military. They just got discharged, bro. CM Punk not returning. CM Punk being returned. He in W right now. Hell, W getting new nigga right now called Britt Baker. Come on, bro. This video just wasn't it. I too would like to also see your reaction. Not reaction, but if you want to, your reaction, your thoughts and comments on this video. Do you agree with what I say, or you somehow agree with this nigga? I honestly think if you part of the Muslim community, you probably wouldn't even agree with most what this man was saying. either way, either way, this was not it. I know I'm repeating myself, but that's all I'm gonna say. Mudgeon is not dead. If Mudgeon was dead, I wouldn't be here. A couple of people I know wouldn't be here and everything. Okay, I will link everything I mentioned in the description, and of course this original video. So yeah, deuces, ooses. Ain't this something?